Baringo has made a decision, and I don't think somebody will reverse about the presidency. In fact, when you get these people, they are no longer talking about the president. The real elephant in the house now, not even so much of governorship, but the real elephant is in the MP seats.
Ni wakati wetu wa kupiga siasa kuleta uongozi mzuri Baringo County.
Welcome back. Sorry for the and maybe for those who had not started with us. This is Baringo News live on Ravine News. It is a program that is giving you an opportunity to know your aspirant. This is the Know Your Aspirant platform that we just created. Being the leading media platforms in Baringo County, that is Baringo News and Ravine News, we've seen it fit to create a platform that gives all the aspirants an equal opportunity to get to be known. An opportunity also for the viewers or the electorate to know who they will be voting during the nomination and also during the general election. The general elections are about 190 days away from us right now. For nominations, they are scheduled for 16 to 22nd of April. So that is barely 50 days to the nominations. So with that kind of, as a clock ticks, we are giving you this opportunity so you may know your aspirant and also get to interact with them. So tonight we are privileged to have a senatorial seat aspirant, a young man, 27-year-old, born and brought up in Ravine. Maybe we'll get to know the details. And for those who have joined us earlier, you realize that he was telling us how he has grown up from being a boy at Kanjulul village, graduating or rather moving to Emining High School where he was made to be a man, and finally now moving on to one of the Kenyan public universities and becoming a gentleman. Karibu sana Bwana Mundulel.
Asante sana.
I'm your host Komen SK and enjoy the show. Mundulel.
Yes.
A boy, a man, a gentleman. Where do you come from? And where do you school in?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll use the style that you've used, that a boy brought up in Kanjulul village, very naive, but very sharp, knowing what he wanted to achieve in life.
Yeah.
And I never went to a privileged school. I went to a school which is about 1 or 2 kilometers from home, by foot in the morning and back home in the evening to help my parents. That is the environment I grew from. And funny thing, I stayed with my grandmother when I was in my preschool. They call it nursery school.
Nursery school.
So when I grew up in Kanjulul Primary School to class 8, I went to Emining Boys. That is where you have said the man.
The man was
That
made.
is where the manhood was made in me.
Yeah.
The manhood to go and face the challenges that are there. Then I went ahead to Murang'a University, where now I became the gentleman.
Yep.
And as the university chancellor, I used to say that we now give you the powers to read and to go and explore the world. That is why I was sent, and I said I'll make my first stopover in Baringo County as the youngest senator.
Well, pongezi, I think that's a very nice journey, and I'm sure anyone who's watching out there, they can see substance can come out of a village, and even having grown up under the care of your grandmother.
Yeah, sure.
Where were your parents when your grandmother was taking care of you?
At my tender age, they left me at home and they went to hustle.
Yeah.
So they went to look for something for me to maybe eat and grow up in an environment that was best for me to be the person I am. So they had not just neglected me. They came back and we stayed with them in the other levels of my education. So we are still with them till today.
Now, from the village to Emining High School, I'm sure by the time you're joining Emining, it was still one of those best schools in the county. how did you perform in high school, and what did you go and take at the university, Meru?
Okay, high school was a very good environment for me to grow, because one, it is a school that is located in one of the arid areas, very hot place.
Are you terming Eminem as an arid area?
I'm not terming it as an arid, but compared to Eldama Ravine, actually there is a shift or change of climate.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it is arid, because the more you go down, the more arid
Exactly.
it becomes.
Ndio mimi nilikuwa najiuliza kama Eminem ni arid na kwetu sasa itakuwa arid.
Compared to Ravine, I guess you are struggling being in Ravine to some extent.
Exactly, it's quite cold here.
Yeah, it's quite cold. So actually I was in Eminem, and Eminem molded me to be the man I am today.
Yeah.
So after Eminem, there were many things that happened in Eminem High School that made me a leader. One, when I joined Eminem, I became part of the Christian Union leadership.
Yep.
That was in my Form 1. But as I advanced, I became a senior member of the Christian Executive, that is leadership.
Yep.
Towards my Form 4, my Form 3, I became a class prefect. And I had a very tough class. I think it was God ordained so that I be in that class so that I can shape my leadership skills.
Yep.
Before I left the school, actually, I became part of the top leadership. That is, I was assisting the captain, maybe the CU executive, to make sure that the school is on track. And one principle that we had in that school is the principle of self-realization, the principle of knowing whom you are, doing things without any supervision. So we, as class prefects, as leaders in the institution, we used to make sure that everything is going on smoothly.
Yep.
One of the iconic things that I remember about Eminem Boys is when there were issues of strike, teachers, students. There is a time that it was very critical. And I remember calling my Form 4s, led by a very good gentleman of mine called Binot Keprop. That guy, we called the Form 4s and the teachers, and we talked, and we resolved a very tough thing that was happening in the institution that was threatening the success of the institution.
Which year was this?
That was in 2013.
2013.
2013. We called ourselves and we realized that we must put this school in front of everything and work together towards the success of the institution. After that conflict, we solved it and we moved on and we performed despite the challenges. So I think I was mentored to be a leader who can solve problems in the community before joining the university.
That's quite commendable. What did you score in Form 4?
When I was in Form 4, I scored a B stand.
And that took you to Meru University.
Which took to Murang'a University.
Murang'a University, sorry.
Yes.
And looking at what you've highlighted, I think that is leadership at formative stages.
Yes, sure.
There are some people, when they see a strike being planned or maybe chaos being planned, they would give it a wide berth or maybe give it a blind eye, and the school ends up suffering. I think that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, Murang'a, what did you study?
I took Bachelor's in Science, Human Resource Management, which is also in line with my leadership skills, because human resource is managing human beings.
Yep.
My economics teacher used to tell me that human resource is doing work using other people. It looks awkward, but actually it is utilizing the skills that other people have when you put it in a professional language, utilizing the skills that other people have to attain a greater objective. So it is my role to identify. First, you identify what is the potential in a person. After identifying, you shape it into something that can help him or the organization or the community they are serving. Thereafter, you supervise as this person use the talent to explore.
Wow.
So that is human resource.
Naona wewe ndio ulitoka shule na education. You know, they say education is what remains in your head after you leave school or maybe graduate from school. So have you practiced as a human resource person? And where?
I was privileged to practice my human resource skills from the day I joined campus. So I think I was doing much of the practicals than the theory, because most of our students, we find ourselves doing a lot of theory in class. But when it comes to practical, we fail. You can get a first class, by the way.
Yeah.
I got a second class. But when you go to the field, you cannot practice what you are taught because you just went for the theory class. So when I joined first year, I became, I'm privileged to serve God. I'm a man of God. So when I joined first year, which was against the rules, I became an executive of the Christian Union. To become an executive, you are required to be in second year. So I was already brought into leadership in my first year of study. When I went to my second year of study, I requested my Christian Union chairperson that, no, I need to serve the students of Murang'a University. And he told me that, what do you want, Bett? Because you are a very interesting man. We are grooming you to be the chairperson in the Christian Union, but you look like you want to run away from responsibilities. And I told him that I feel that God is calling me for a greater responsibility. So I wanted to run for a Secretary General position in the Student Council. That is where my leadership journey in the elective position started. I was competing against a third year. Whom they felt that it was their responsibility or they were entitled to be the Secretary General in the university. In fact, when I was starting my journey, they approached me and told me to step down and try some education ministry or foreign affairs ministry there. But I told them that if they are men enough, let's face off in the election. And when we started the game, it was interesting. I won against my other two competitors with a 78 landslide win, being a second year, and I was competing against third years. And that is where I started. I'm talking about the practice of human resource.
Exactly.
When I was in fourth year, after my Secretary General position, I had served the university well, and I was entrusted to be the chairman of the electoral board, the Chebukati of the university. So I oversaw the first delegate system that was proposed by Aden Duale. You remember that one?
Yes, I do.
To the universities.
Yes.
I oversaw the implementation of the said system until it was complete as the chairman of the electoral board. Now, after university, I came outside. Practice of human resource, or practice of my leadership. One, I started by being a waiter in an hotel.
A waiter?
Yes.
Allah.
That is where I started working. And I worked for around 3 months, and the boss realized that, no, this guy looks somehow sharp. So it took me to be a supervisor. When I was a supervisor, a good person or my customer in the hotel saw my potentials, and now I was managing the hotel. And he sourced for me a job somewhere within the same town of Murang'a, but now is the manager of an hotel. So that is where I started growing in management. When I became the manager, I stayed at the management position for around 1 year before COVID hit. Now I came back home. What am I going to do at home? And yes.
So that is your journey of studying human resource in college, practicing it from the day you joined college up to now that you are at home and you are now vying for the senatorial position. I look at how you've maneuvered in your leadership. What kind of personality, how can you describe yourself as a person? Because somehow it's like you manage to get to mingle with people and even convince them to be their leader, irrespective of their age. Like for the high school, being given to be a prefect in Form 2, or was it Form 3, and now college, being in, getting into the student Christian Union as early as first year, the executive wing. How can you describe yourself as a person, and what makes you feel you are a leader?
Actually, I won't brag about the achievement, which they are still happening in the community. And even now, I'm the Deputy Human Resource Manager of Youth Empowerment and Development Network, which is a countrywide network for youths. We are doing empowerment. I will say that this leadership journey has been because of the calling that is inside me. This is the calling that started when I was a boy. I could lead the Sunday school as that person who says the introduction. What do you call that person? You say this Sunday school and so. So the leadership is a calling in me. And every time I resist to listen to the calling, I get disturbed. I lose even weight. But the moment I accept to go for the leadership, that I feel that I should go for it. I'm very comfortable, I'm composed, I'm happy, and I feel that this is it. This is what I want.
Well, I can see your classmates are here and they're saying, say hi to my schoolmate in Emining. You know, there was a phrase a few years ago when the chapter 6 was hitting on some people, and somehow people were asking themselves, "Show me your classmates." Na mimi naona ushapita hiyo hesabu already.
So I have marks.
There's no question about you going to Emining. Kuna watu wanasema walikuwa which school? Upper Hill High School. Na amechukua admission number ya mtu mwingine.
Yes.
And they sat for KCSE with somebody else's index number.
Yangu ni business legit.
Well, yours is legit. So
Yes.
Cherotich K. Vincent is saying, say hi to my schoolmate. I can see Clark Arap Sanganmeli, complex name there. I'm also one, but which class? So you can see the tests of who are your class.
4B.
Yes, so class of 2013. Mundulel says Mundulel is about 27 years old, the youngest of the aspirants on the senatorial seat. And maybe just to give you a highlight on this seat is being held by Senator Gideon Moi, who is the chairman for KANU. And so far, the seat has attracted about 4 aspirants. Among them is Mheshimiwa Mtarajiwa Mundulel hapa. We also have Silas Tochim, Mheshimiwa Silas Tochim, who is the MCA for Tenges Ward. He's vying on a UDA ticket, and along the way, you'll also getting to know which party Mheshimiwa Mtarajiwa Mundulel is vying on. We also have Felix Chelaite. He was based in Australia, and he's just flew in the other day. And he's vying for the same seat. We are hoping that one of the days will give you an opportunity to get to know them. Finally, we do have Mheshimiwa Mtarajiwa Isaiah Kirukmet, who works with the NHIF right now. I believe he's also preparing to exit public service, so he may come and vie for the seat. And this platform will be there for these various people to come and identify themselves to the electorate, and at the same time prepare for a debate that should be coming in less than a month. Once we are done with this platform of Know Your Aspirant, we will transit to debates that will bring together the 5 or 4 or so aspirants. And finally, there is Mheshimiwa Cheptumo. The word on the ground is that he's vying as well. So you can see you're vying against bigwigs. And that brings me to my next question. Why Senate and not any other seat?
The same question that I get on the ground. But the good thing is that those who have asked, have convinced them. So I hope I'll do my best to convince today.
You have an opportunity to convince them.
The reason why I want to be the senator of Baringo. One, since I was in college, I was an ambassador of Baringo County, because I believe that the home that I come from is a great place to be. And we have been getting negative publicity about Baringo on many occasions, to an extent that when you get somewhere, somebody will tell you that you're coming from Baringo, there is this and this. I don't want to mention those things because I'm a positive ambassador. I'm vying for this seat of Senate because I want to put the map of Baringo somewhere. Starting from the very beginning, you've mentioned my ears. If God allows, I be the youngest senator of Baringo. That is already putting the map of Baringo somewhere. We want to walk this journey with the people of Baringo to break the record and put the county in that position. Secondly, that is just a by the way. The second thing as to why I want to be the senator of Baringo. I realize that if I go for the MCA seat, the way people are telling me you are too young, just go for MCA seat, I will not get the opportunity to address the challenges that the Baringo people are having. Most of the challenges are legislative issues, policy making, oversight, and in fact their own oversight is what is paining me. Because one, as Baringo County, we've been experiencing challenges with the county government, and we're praying for the best governor to come this time round. I don't know. I am not saying the one who is there is not best or whatever, but what I'm saying is that we are praying we get the right person for that position. Now, being in the Senate, I am in the position of oversight, looking at the resources. One, you start by distributing the resources from separating the national government resources with the county government resources. When they come to the county government, you use the formula that will be there. You saw the senators fighting about the one man, 1 shilling, all those things. They were trying to derive a formula that will be used to share resources to the county. Once we are done with that step, we come to the county level. The resources that are coming to the county level, how are they used? Is my village in Kanjulul having power or having good roads, having water? If not, where are the resources that I've sent from the national government? And what are they doing? So that watchdog position is what I want Baringo to get the best things. And I cannot do that when I'm at the lower level of leadership.
Well, maybe to be specific,
county level.
To be specific enough on the bit of playing the oversight role.
Yes.
And fixing Baringo,
yes,
based on your position as a senator.
Yes.
What is that specific thing you would want to sort out if elected senator today?
The very specific thing, the money that will be sent from the national government, irrespective of how little they are, they must be utilized to the last penny. It is sad when we are experiencing rollovers in the county. Rollovers means that, one, there is lack of planning, lack of absorption of the resources that have been sent. And once the rollover occurs, the budget that will be sent next time will be smaller than the other one. So why do we lose those resources when we have the capabilities of utilizing? We've not done enough in Baringo to an extent. We say we take back the money. We've not. We should do to the maximum until people are like, sasa tufanye nini pesa? What do we do with this money? We can give people to buy fertilizers if the money is not, yeah.
Well, so if I'm a governor, for example, and you see things are moving slowly. Right now, we are talking of a rollover of about 3 billion. It's beyond half the annual allocation by the national government to the county government of Baringo. What would you do to me?
The function of the role of a senator is to protect devolution. So irrespective whether you are my friend Komen and you are not protecting devolution, I'll be on your neck. Because the mandate that I'm given is not you that is giving me. The people of Baringo are giving me the mandate. So my mandate will be to protect devolution. So irrespective of your position, the Constitution provides that on the roles of senators, Article 96, it provides that 1, lawmaking, 2, resource distribution, and 3, there is impeachment. I'm not saying I'm going to impeach somebody, but I'm saying that if the devolution will not be protected, the House, the Senate House has the responsibility of summoning the specific governor, which has happened in the previous. We've seen Waiguru being summoned, we've seen Wambora. Now, we have to summon you so that you explain why is this and this happening in Baringo, or why is it not happening. If we are satisfied, enough. If we are not satisfied, then the fate will await you.
Well, you've heard. So if you're planning to be a governor for Baringo, someone is waiting for you on the other side as a senator, and he'll ensure
but
that
they should not fear.
Of course, they shouldn't fear. Everyone should be working and being responsible, or working within their domain and also to the maximum of their capacity and what the law requires. You've been maneuvering Baringo.
Yes.
We are a news platform, and we see you in events, we see you campaigning. How far have you gone in your campaigns?
So far, so good, because I'm a new entrant in the political arena. Compared to other aspirants, they may be no names. They have a name that is known. But I started with myself, convincing myself that I want to be a senator. So I won myself. Then I went to my friends. Then I went to my family. I went to the deep state, the Pagules. I went and expanded the circle.
Yeah.
So if I'm here today and I've moved around, that is a positive feedback. I may not have reached everywhere in Baringo so far because I've started a journey. But I'm determined to reach every corner of Baringo before we get to the general election, God willing, so that the people of Baringo will get an opportunity to know me, an opportunity to listen to the good things that we have for Baringo, and an opportunity to choose for their Senator Mundulel.
Well, kuna mtu anauliza hapa chama ni gani? Mwingine akasema chama ni mbaya. Which party are you vying on?
I'm very happy about that question. It is a very interesting question. Yeah. And the current mood in the public is, the first question will be, which party are you vying from? And there is a reason as to why you choose a party. And I think most of the time we choose a party for the wrong reasons. We choose a party to pass a leader or to make a leader be in the elective position. We choose a party because everyone is in that party. We choose a party because someone has told us to choose. You see?
So for you, which party have you chosen?
Right now, I'm having good consideration of vying with the Independence Party. That is KANU, Peace, Love and Unity. Because one, KANU is not bad. It is only that other people feel that they should be accommodated somewhere else.
Yep.
Now, on the issue of party, this is what I'll have to say. Party is like a clothing. It's like a shelter, where you stay when it is raining, and when the rain is over, we meet outside running, everyone doing his own business. So being in party in KANU party does not mean that you will not serve the people of Baringo. It is an umbrella that you take shelter, and when the shelter is over, we go serving the people of Baringo. So let us look at the ideologies. Let us look at what does this person have for the people of Baringo.
Yep.
Because we've seen this. I won't mention names or a party specific, but we've seen candidates winning on euphoria. They are not the right candidates, but we vote them and they win because of euphoria. What do? We regret for the next 5 years. There is a constituency somewhere in Kenya that I'll not mention, that they are already regretting that they got maybe a representative who may not represent them as they expected. And in fact, they are waiting already for the ballot to go and strike it again. So they went with the euphoria or the party of the day, which is not bad actually, to be on the party of the day. But it is also good to see. If we have, for example, in the Senate, we have around 6 or 5 aspirants. They are all in one party. I am in KANU party. The strongest man is he who stands alone.
The strongest man is he who stands alone. I think that is my pick.
Yes.
Of the day.
So that is why I take it from. I take it like, let these men, I don't know if they fear being strongest men alone, but they've gone to group so that they come as whoever will win, I'm ready for that person. Because I believe that the people of Baringo are very wise. They know a leader. Don't hide in a party. We will smoke you out.
Well, now you are in KANU. There's a word going out that chairman, your chairman, the party chairman himself, Senator Kipsiele Moi, would be coming back to try and go for a third term. Sasa chairman akisimama utafanya.
I like the way you put it, that there is a word going around. It may not be the word. Actually, I'm very comfortable for now. There is a saying that says, let's cross the bridge when we are there. When I say so, it's because we are people. I told you I'm a conflict resolution person. We look at, one, we are democratic. In KANU, we don't fight. That is it. We are democratic. As it stands, Senator Gideon Moi, I don't know why people are underrating Senator Moi. It is okay. It is their democratic right. But Senator Moi said in 2017 that Otucho in campaign for me for this one. The next is Togotai. That is his words. He said the next is Togotai. He said, I'll do for myself the campaigns there. Senator Moi,
he said, actually, I have the time.
Yes, the energy and the resources. So I wonder, why do you underrate such a person who is ready to do his work? Senator Moi, as it stands, that's why I said we'll cross the bridge when we are there. As it stands, Senator Moi is... we went to Bomas because I'm a party member. We started in Sacho. The elders blessed him and told him, Senator Moi, you are now released to go to the national arena. I was there and was listening. We went to Nairobi.
We covered that event.
We went to Bomas. The whole country, Kanu delegates, said that Senator Moi, we're giving you the mandate to look for friends to be the next president of Kenya. To look for friends is the key word. Now my senator is looking for friends, which is okay. And I don't want people of Baringo to wakate miguu of our senator. Let him look for friends. Let other leaders look for friends. When they win, they bring goodies to our land. And we are happy with the leaders. So let them look for friends because they have energy, the time, and the resources. As in Baringo, tujipange na Senator Mundulel as the super senator.
Well, I like your determination. Now, assume we are crossing the bridge.
Yes.
If today chairman calls his supporters in Baringo, Chairman Gideon Moi, of the party that you are vying on, na aseme, vile kanaenda, I'm considering serving the people of Baringo as their senator for the 3rd consecutive term. Wewe kama Senator Mundulel, mtarajiwa utafanya nini?
One, the interest of Baringo come first. Who is best suited to help us is the people of Baringo. GM is a resident of Baringo, whom we've blessed to go for presidency. I am a resident of Baringo. My main mission is to get the best senator for Baringo. Now, when we cross the bridge, it will be what are the events of that day. You know, even tomorrow, as much as Komen, you are planning to do something tomorrow, when the sun rises tomorrow is when you'll know actually whether you'll do or you'll not do. But as for me, I'm determined to go to the ballot. And if that happens, of which I am not praying for that, or I'm not afraid of that, the people have the power to decide their leader. And what the people say is, you know, the power of the people is the power of God. You know that. So if the people, even Senator Moi, if he comes to Baringo, he'll be coming to seek the votes from the people of Baringo, not Mundulel. He may ask me for his vote, we'll talk about that. But for that time, the people of Baringo will decide. So we are going around asking for the people of Baringo to tell us whom do they want in Baringo.
Well, that is well taken care of. You've answered that very well. And I think, as you've said, the strongest man is that who will stand alone. And we wish you well on that.
Thank you.
So maybe we go, before we go into the next few questions that are remaining, before we come to an end of our conversation, we may want to take a break. But before we take a break, we wish to inform you that you can give us your comments, or rather your thoughts. Let's hear what you think about Mundulel, the senator aspirant, his aspirations. Let's know what you think about them. We will also be reading out your questions. If you have a question, you can drop it on the comment section, or you can send us a message on WhatsApp 0799 030 030 0799 030 030. That is our WhatsApp number. Let's hear what you wish to say, and maybe also you can tell us whom you would want to see on this platform, because we are running this show back to back. And tomorrow, just to remind you, we will be hosting Mheshimiwa Mtarajiwa for Baringo Central, Paul Arap Tororei. He will be here from 8 to 9 p.m. If was it not about, or rather for the technical hitch, we should have been winding our show up at this moment. But for now, we'll just take a break. Then we'll come back to finalize on reading out your comments and continuing with our conversation with Mheshimiwa Mundulel. Don't go away.
Right now in Marigat, Baringo County, a farmer is irrigating his farm that would soon feed a nation. The large-scale hay farmer in Kampiamoto, Nakuru County, is making a fortune out of his partnership with the Kenya Seed. A coffee factory set up by a farmers' cooperative in Baringo North is set to start exporting coffee beans. The budding dairy farmers in Ravine, through collaboration, would soon be setting up their milk processing plant. And these tea factories in Nandi and Elgeyo Marakwet counties are yearning to expand, owing to the ease of paying farmers who supply them leaf. Workers at this flower farm in Njoro, Nakuru County, wake up every day to spread the love across the globe. And for this retail shop owner, his dreams are valid. One day he will own a chain of supermarkets. There is a spirit in the sky that drives people to do more. It is in our customers, our employees and DNA. And it is another reason to look up to Skyline. Skyline Circle, passion for excellence. Right now.
Welcome back, and thank you for not going away. I'll go straight to what the people are saying on the comment section. I can see Moses Jeptumo. You're saying, comment, please ask Mheshimiwa Mundulel if he has any plans of ensuring that Baringo gets a university if elected, and how. Roni Kirwa, he's saying, hey Mundulel, good stuff. Go, go, go. You have my vote. I'll not vote you because of the party, but I'll vote you because of the basis of your manifesto. And of course, emanating class of 2013.
Salute.
That is Roni Kirwa. Edwin Ngetich, incoming senator for Baringo County, Mheshimiwa Mundulel. A youthful generation on the rise. Yegon Duncan, following Senator Mundulel, count my vote. That's how you sound like you've mobilized people.
It is our time.
CK Victor, this lad is not otherwise but wise enough to be the senator for Baringo. And then for Abigail Korir, you're saying, wow, wonderful. All the best, Mheshimiwa Mundulel. Jafet Rono, you're replying, you're saying, kuna watu wanaongea bana, wanasema your leadership in high school iliwafinya kidogo. And you know, for most people, they think that leadership is an easy thing. You know, you have to make decisions.
Leadership is not perfect.
Yes.
I'm sorry for those who felt the pain kidogo, and that's why if the governor is misbehaving, I have to pinch kidogo. So at least they are speaking my manifesto there.
Well, Anet Jepchumba anasema si angesimama UDA. Imebaki tu aseme Aki woye. Sounds like Anet amekubali, and Anet, I think I met her somewhere and she was in Kano colors. Were you in Kano together?
I'll tell Annette, this is the leader Baringo never had. So they have to have me.
Irrespective of the party. So to you, Annette, you've had Moses Cheptumo, umekuja tena ukasema, well done, my friend, commend an aspirant, Honorable Mundulel. And finally, he says, Danny Kips, when I see Mundulel, I see a young leader like Kiptoyot. Kiptoyot is a senator for Bomet. Kericho, sorry. Haron Cheriot, that is Kiptoyot. Cherargei, who is the senator for Nandi. And Tugatai, who is the governor for Nandi. Tugatai was elected governor when he was 32.
Maybe I can touch on that.
Cherargei was elected senator when he was barely 30. And Kiptoyot was elected senator when he was 28. What do you have to say about that?
There is potential in youth leadership. It is only us to accept, cultivate, and bring it to the next level. Nandi County is a typical example of what is happening.
Yeah.
They have the youngest leaders under 40. Just imagine.
That is true.
Aaron Cheriot is a man who dared. In fact, he came from university direct to politics. He won because of the intellectual capacity that the people of Kericho saw in him. It is not about the party. Even though you come, I think this should be the slogan, even though you come with the correct, they are terming it as correct party, and you don't have something for us people of Baringo, you better go home. Back to Baringo County. I'm asking the youths of Baringo County, let us look at our future. Where are we in the negotiation table of leadership of Baringo? If we are there, then be it. If we are not, then it should be Mundulel to bring the youths on the negotiation table. I'll give you a very simple scenario. We have governor contenders. All of them, they are over 40, if I'm not wrong.
True.
They are past the youth age
some
bracket.
are in their 60s or even approaching 70s.
So this time around in 2022 election, we can possibly say that we have elder people in governor position. And they're telling us as youth, we don't have experience to be there. So be it. We've given them. Let's come to women rep. Women rep is, by the word women, is for women. We give them.
Yep.
In fact, it depends on the criteria you choose the woman leader, but we give the women. We are it is very unfortunate that our constitution did not consider youth representative position. We don't have. We want to be sharp as Baringo people and change the Senate seat to be a youth rep seat, so that in the 3 county elective seats, we have an elder or a man, mzee, we have a woman, and we have a youth. That's why we are talking about the negotiation table. When we are in the negotiation table as all the youth, the men and the women, we can now negotiate. If there is something for the youth, I'll bring something for the youth. If there is something for the elders, then the governor will take.
Yep.
If there is something for the women rep, she will take for the women. Because someone says, na asiyekuwepo
Na lake halipo.
na lake alipo.
Na pia wengine
If we will not be there on the negotiation table, we will remain to be bloggers, we will remain there until 2027 and we'll cry again. So let's not cry this time round.
na wanasema pia if you're not on the table then you could be the menu.
Yeah, maybe.
Wewe ndio unakulwa.
Maybe wewe ndio unagurwa.
Well, someone was asking about the university.
Yes.
And I think that has been something of interest among the people of Baringo. There was a debate which was very hot in 2014, 13, 15, and it was about where to be located.
Okay.
There was a fight between Baringo Central, the current Baringo Technical, and the arid research area for Egerton. And I could also see Mheshimiwa Sambili by then she was the MP for Mogotio. She was fighting for that space.
Yeah, sure.
What are your plans in ensuring that Baringo has a university? And do you have a plan to ensure that anyway?
That is in my heart. Because one, I'm a youth. I believe in professionalism and I believe in education. It is a challenge because the people who are before me, they've had difficulties in locating that place for the university. But I think it is not a difficult thing. It is issues to deal with, maybe supremacy battles. It is issues to deal with who is who in Baringo. But we can break that tie if we allow this thing to come from the national government. Because university, I think it is under the Ministry of Education. I am determined to negotiate or talk with the Ministry of Education to see, Baringo, we don't have a university. How can we best get the best place, hata kama we don't have the land? We can decide to allocate funds and start from scratch. We can start with even smaller courses, if it is that, if these smaller colleges are not ready to accommodate us, we can start from scratch, because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So we must start. And actually, comment, I have a lot of plans for people of Baringo. Apart from the things that are in the constitution, that is oversight, legislation, and representation, it is the mandate of the leader to go outside his way and look for the opportunities for the people of Baringo.
And talking of having an agenda for the people of Baringo,
yes,
what are your key pointers of your agenda as you campaign as a senatorial candidate in Baringo? How are you planning to convince people? What plans do you have for the people?
Apart from what the constitution wants, because we've talked about the constitution,
yes,
that is a must. Even if you elect somebody who doesn't want to do work, he must do the constitutional mandate. Now, what about me as a leader? What do I want to do that is extra from maybe other people? One, I'm keen on youths, empowerment, employment, linkages. Someone will ask, where do you get employment or to empower these youths? A leader has the key. The people gives me the key and the power to open other offices. If I go as Mundulel right now and knock at, let's say, Bamburi Cement, I am just Mundulel.
Yes.
But if these people send me as Senator, Super Senator Mundulel, Senator Mundulel, if I'm sent there as the youngest senator there, I'll lock that door, talk with the manager, tell him just 2 slots. Just 2. I don't want many. It's 2. If I go that way, I know I'll achieve. Yes. The second thing, I'll give a simple scenario. I don't want to exhaust.
That's lobbying.
That is lobbying for opportunities. Let's not exhaust that. There is also the issue of empowerment. Empowerment starts from education. During the weekend, I was in Embu school for the special school. I've been to Ochi special school. I've been to Simatwe special school.
Yep.
Looking at how these people are being provided for or are being assisted.
Yep.
And I noticed that as leaders, we are failing in empowering these children. I'm taking an example. It is for all schools. How best is our education system that it can produce the men that I was talking about, the gentlemen that I was talking about, to go out and serve this country? If the education system is not functional, then we are doomed. We should go back there. That is empowerment. It goes all the way to TTIs. It goes all the way to colleges, these computer packages, Juakali industry, and all those things. That is empowerment. Let me talk about issues to deal with. Maybe let me finish about empowerment and employment. Let me go to another factor. Issues of talents. Where are our talents? You are a media personality. Have we ever had a Baringo tournament?
They only come during elections, when elections are nearer.
Have we had a serious one that is budgeted, planned, and executed? We've never had.
None.
That is the first thing that I want to do. Like other senators and governors are doing in other counties, dubbing it their tournament. We want a Mundulel tournament or Baringo tournament sponsored by Mundulel Foundation.
Is it football, volleyball? What kind of tournament is it?
Sports people will tell us what do they want to do. We can do all types of tournaments because the budget from the it may not be me. I can approach the Ministry of Sports, Gender, and so that they can help us to do that. And in line with that, I have a dream. I'm thinking of us as Baringo people having a sports center. A sports center whereby talents are nurtured. I don't know where it will be located, whether it will be Kabarnet. We can even take it to Tiati if possible, so that it can open that place. People go there, and these issues of insecurity will end. But we want a sports center whereby all talents are being nurtured. That is where we are going. Leave alone with sports. I am thinking of having tourist attraction centers in all the sub-counties, if not the wards. For example, if you go even to Nakuru, there is a, what do we call? There is somewhere we call I'm losing the name, somewhere in Nakuru. It is a good scenery for even zip lining. We can jump from the other. What are we going to look for? Kericho zip lining there. We have our own in Baringo.
And
we can go to Cheploch.
Yep.
We have Equator in Baringo County.
It is crossing actually in
Mogotio.
Quite a number of points.
Yes.
Very major. There is a Mogotio.
What have we done for these Equators to attract tourists to our county?
Yep.
In fact, this one for Mogotio is ideal. Tourists will be going through when going to Bogoria, Baringo, and all those things. We can open a curio shop, kubwa kabisa, so that our mothers can go there and showcase the culture of the people. We have different cultures in Baringo. We have the Pokot, we have the Samor, we have the Lambus, we have all those people on board.
Yep.
Can they go to that place and showcase, this is our culture for the Wazungus? Will they not get something? If we create tourist attraction centers. Another thing, I'm thinking of having a freelancing center because that is where I get my money. I know that is new to many.
Freelancing center.
Freelancing center.
Tell us more about that.
There are many youths that are coming out of colleges and they don't have job. Out of university, they don't have job. There is little we can do. Even the government is struggling to get jobs. But I'm thinking these people have the knowledge. They have the knowledge to do professional things. The Wazungus have a lot of work, but they are not doing that work. They are lazy, I don't know. But they are sending this work to Kenyans to do it.
Yep.
I don't know if it is legal or illegal, but the fact is, many Kenyans right now, these vijana, you see them, they are not at home. They are in Nairobi. They are not doing something. They are freelancing.
Online writing.
Online writing. There is, you can be, they can send for assignments you do for them. They can send issues to deal with CVs you do for them, projects you do for them. And at the end of the day, you put something in your pocket that is yours. That is issues to deal with freelancing. The last thing for the youths. And this one, the youths of Baringo, remind me when I get in there. We want to claim our 30% in the government.
30%
in the government.
For the contracts or what?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything. I don't want to know. When you get an opportunity, call me and tell me our 30% is not here. Because we want to be at the negotiation table. That is what I'm talking about. We want to come to the negotiation table. How? And we want the 30%. Maybe as we finish. And that one was it is a bill that has been passed.
Yep.
And it was passed by our own senator, Gideon Moi. It is called the Local Content Bill. We have the 30%. If we have a contractor doing the road of Cap Gideon to Emini, we should ask that person, if we have 100 employees, if you don't have 30 from Baringo, go home. What are you doing? If we go to the county government, we have all the employees. If 30% are not youths, then the governor will tell us. If we go to maybe the ministry of something, anything that is happening in Baringo, we need 30% for the youths, because we cannot continue voting in leaders as youths. We are being used, but when they get there, we are nowhere in the negotiation table. I'm here is to advocate for them.
Well, that sounds like a good agenda for the youth, and it sounds like if you have someone who is of your age,
yes,
he or she may represent your interests well. I can see how passionate you are on the issues of youth mentorship, from talent to even remote working.
Yes, sure.
Just to find out if you're aware, I'm not sure if you're aware that there are quite a number of youth or other athletic centers that were built by the county government and they have never been used.
Thank you.
What can you say about that?
It is what I said. How are the resources we send from Nairobi used in Baringo? If that project has been done, where is accountability? Because we cannot let the money, the public money from the public coffers to be used to build white elephant projects. If it was a white elephant project and they walikula pesa, walikula until they don't have money to launch or to put the equipments for operationalization, then that is where we start. Why is this project not complete? That is oversight. I talked about that. So I think I don't need to repeat myself because I might get angry about that.
Well, there's a Daktari who teaches in Jomo Kenyatta University. I was keen on her comment. She's saying that he's cool, and I wish her all the I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And why I was saying that is because you are fresh from university,
Yes.
and I can see one of the lecturers is keen on your candidacy.
Okay.
There's a gentleman here from Marakwet, anasema, and as a person who has championed for Savannah, the negative publicity Mheshimiwa Mundulel is saying is exactly what made me to talk about Savannah. And as an entity that gives pride to our youth and to gain energy to move ahead as a community that gets pride of both ancient and current engagement. Keita is appreciating
maybe on that,
fact, yeah.
She or he?
It is a he.
He should also, as much as he's saying that we corrected that because I said that as you come from Ravine going downwards, it's becoming hotter. You should be starting to appreciate that I said we should build a stadium in Kiati.
He's actually appreciating your suggestions
sure.
of giving a positive publicity to Baringo County. Daniel Kipkemoi, Korir, you're saying great job to the team. And of course myself, thank you, Bwana Doris Yator. And someone here is asking, when are you bringing on board Wakili Daniel Tarigo? Doris Yator, we've told you that we are giving an equal opportunity to every aspirant to come and get to explain who they are to the viewers. Of course, most of these viewers are people who vote in Baringo. And you can tell the aspirant that he's always welcome here. He can call us on 0799 030 030. We can book a spot. We have 30 days of back-to-back interviews of various candidates. They may not be enough, but for who is ready, they will get an opportunity. And from then on, we will move on to debates, and the debate will begin with the debates for the MPs. And being located in Eldama Ravine, we'll start at home and move on to the rest of the remaining 5 constituencies. Well, before we come to a close, the Senate seat, it is the second in protocol. If today the president comes to Baringo, it is you who will welcome the president, not even a CS.
Sure.
What's your take about the national politics? Who will be the next president?
The national politics is an interesting arena. Sometimes we may not have a share or an opportunity to dictate first who becomes the big wigs.
Your party is in Azimio.
Yes.
And not Azimio, Oka. One Kenya Alliance. Will your chairman be the presidential candidate in One Kenya Alliance? Do you think he will?
Our focus when we were in a national delegate conference, we gave a clear direction. We endorsed the chairman to be the presidential candidate of KANU Party. So as far as I'm concerned, is the presidential flag bearer of KANU Party. Now, there is room for looking for friends. And our party constitution gave him the mandate to look for friends. They can decide with friends to be the flag bearer of the coalition, or he can decide to support other people in the coalition to go for the seat. Our interest is one. We get the best person to be the president of this nation. It doesn't matter. But you see, Oka, the way we are doing, that will be the alternative for the people of this nation.
Well, we wish them well, and we wish your party very well. Baringo has 6 constituencies, 6 sub-counties. Here in Eldama Ravine, Mogotio, Baringo South, Baringo Central, Baringo North, and Tiati. How many constituencies have you covered so far?
So far, I'm on the move. And I can give myself that despite not reaching every corner, but at least half
of the county.
Of the sub-counties.
Well.
And the rest of the sub-counties, I know they're yearning for me. I know they're waiting for me. I can tell them, Mtulie, Mundulel is coming slowly but sure to the target.
Well, they have had you right.
Thank you.
You are a young person. I'm even like 4, 5 years senior. How does it feel being on the campaign trail with you from your profile? Kuna mali imefika ukasema COVID ili hit. And it sounds like you are a casualty and you receded to your online writing, which means you don't have a proper job really to finance your campaigns. How is it like being on the ground with the kind of resources that you have? And what does the future look like?
They say history repeats itself. When I was in campus, I faced a giant. The same way, I feel it is the same way it is happening. And I conquered. I always like challenging myself, but I don't settle for less. I don't look at whom I am. I look at the bigger picture. Who is that person? It is even biblical. That write your vision in the tabernacles. Very bold. That a runner can run away with it. Like when you pass, like a poster. When you pass, you can see and you say, Senator Mundulel. Just seeing it, you should just detect that, Senator Mundulel. So, you are asking about my journey. It is very challenging actually. Because sometimes resources, mobility, maybe from Ravine all the way to Tiati, that is a good distance. So you'll ask yourself, am I going to use the amount to maybe see whether I can help these people or I'm using it for fuel? But I've enjoyed the game because my whole soul, my mind, my energy is in the game. And I'm very determined. The little resources that I get, I utilize it to move, because these people of Baringo, they don't want anything else. They want to listen to you. They want the vision that you have for them. The others are just entitlements and feeling that we are safe with the having everything. But this time round, Senator Mundulel.
Wow, I like the confidence. And you know, without confidence, especially when you feel incapacitated or maybe when you feel that you don't, inadequate, the only thing that would keep you going is confidence.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure there's someone who's watching and maybe they are convinced that Senator Mundulel,
yes,
and they feel the challenges that you're facing. Of course, campaigns are about resources. You even in developed or rather advanced democracies like those that of the US, Akina Obama were fundraising and people were giving money to fund his campaigns. What can you tell those people who feel like they would want to support you, and how can they support you?
So far, Bwana Komen, I want to appreciate the people who have helped me. I might not say that I had anything. There are people who have gone out of their way to give me their cars. I don't even fuel. Somebody wakes up, says, Mundulel, we are going to the field. Just come the way you are. It takes me, and if you've seen me in campaign, you'll not find me even with the same car. Because there are friends that are doing this. I'm telling these people for Baringo, this is a comradeship journey. In fact, the comrades who are giving me the small thing, the 200, the 100, the airtime. Sometimes you don't even have airtime to call. Sometimes I use even matatu. Me, I'm okay with that. I use matatu and I ask for votes in a matatu. Before I alight, I tell people, Senator Mundulel. You don't have to put this thing, because there is a level people have put politics that it should be this way. But I'm taking it, the opportunity that I'll get, I air my views. And the people of Baringo will be my ambassadors. If you've heard me speaking, please don't let me come and look for you again. Help me to spread the message of Senator Mundulel everywhere that you are going. And if you feel touched that actually I should support Mundulel, you are welcomed. Me, I don't have a problem. Let us work, because it is not my journey. It is a government for the people, and by the people.
Well, you've heard, Mundulel also requires your support, and maybe if you set up a pay bill, nasikia watu wanaitisha tu ma pay bill.
It is there.
Iko?
It is there.
You can tell them on that camera.
Maybe I'll give my number so that I can give them the pay bill, because I may not have it offered, but it is there.
Well, you can give your number, and should you wish to support Mundulel, he's about to give you the number, because he believes that the leadership that is, the position that he's seeking may not be just his. And of course, it's not just maybe, but it is not his. It belongs to the people. And maybe
I've actually found the pay bill.
Well, you can set up your pay bill, get us to be supported, yeah.
Okay, so maybe if you have the pen, maybe you can write. It is a buy goods till number.
Till number.
So it will be 9341241 93 41 24 1. Evans Kiprotich Bett Mundulel. And maybe for purposes of reaching out, purposes of communicating, you can get me through 0710 288 878. 0710 288 878.
Well, my team also is working on putting that up on the screen. That is the till number. It is 9341241. And the name that you'll get while sending your support to him would be Evans Kiprotich Bett. Na hii jina Mundulel ilitoka wapi?
I like that name.
Is it your grandfather's or what?
It's my grandfather's name.
Yeah.
Its origin is in Sirwa. We have relatives from Sirwa, down all the way to Tenges, to Kabiet, Solian, to Kiplombe, all the Risaos, all the way to Orinye. So that is the whole lineage that is coming that way. These people, my grandfather recently, the grandfather who is alive, told me that the Mundulel family were paramount chiefs. That is where the name came. And he was saying out of the lineage, now it is coming to the great-great-grandson. So I think that this is the right time for Mundulel to rise.
Well, all the best. And if you wish to reach out to Senator Mtarajiwa Mundulel, it is you can find him on 0710 288 878. Well, you've heard from Senator Ko Mundulel. At the age of 27, he feels that he can give a shot on the seat of the Senate, or rather to be the senator for Baringo, the second senator for Baringo County. Should you feel convinced, then you've heard about what he has, the agenda that he has for the people of Baringo. Every day we'll be giving you an opportunity to get to have a moment with the people, explain your agenda, and have to explain what you would want to do for the people of Baringo.
Maybe.
And this is the platform that we just started today. Mundulel has been our first of the guests. And before we finish the program, I can give an opportunity to you, Mundulel, to give your final words to the people of Baringo for today. And of course, we'll get to wish you well as you continue with your campaign trail.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for listening to me, because I know there are people who have waited for me long till this late at night. I have fans, and circulate the message of Senator Mundulel. The second thing, there is a very important thing that we are missing out as aspirants. Please, we have only 5 days to go to deadline of registration to be a voter. You may have liked me, you may be willing to support me and vote for me, but if you don't take that voter's card, we won't achieve the dream of getting the youngest senator in Baringo. So I urge members to go and take the vote. If possible, also consider checking out your party registration. This is not for KANU members only or for UDA members. All people who have registered to be voters, there is a challenge, and actually there is a challenge. Look at your party, where are you? So that you don't get shocked by the Political Parties Act or the amendment bill that was passed, when you want to go and vote for your right candidate and you don't get that opportunity.
That is during nominations.
During
Party
nominations.
yeah.
But when it comes to the general election, whether you are in which party, Senator Mundulel. The last thing is that I'm happy that it is 1st of February and I'm the first person on show. You know, the earliest bird catches the worm. Welcome those who are coming. That is good. But the earliest bird catches the worm. The last thing, comment, I know you are going, is that this is the month of love. This is February. This is my message to those who have the energy, the time, and the resources. Take your loved one somewhere and enjoy. But for them or us or them who may not be feeling that they will have that opportunity, especially for men, I know the conference is on. Men's conference is on. Let's attend and everything will be well. So thank you. God bless. Baringo tunasonga mbele pamoja. Asanteni sana.
Well, you just opened another chapter.
Allah.
Do you have a family?
Yes.
So
I have okay, to be clear and precise.
Yeah.
I know that is a very interesting chapter.
It is
good.
And
it is what has been asked everywhere that I go.
Yeah.
As a youthful person, as I am, most will expect that it is not happening or it is not there. But I'll also take this opportunity to officially welcome you for the officiating ceremony of the same on 15th April. So ni mtu nimejipanga.
Asante.
So if they worry about that, nimejipanga sambamba.
All right. Well, we wish you well, Mundulel. That was well done, and I think your determination and the plans that you have ahead of you will take you to where you wish to be. Ours is just to wish you well, and now that we've given you a platform, we believe that the people who have heard you would get convinced and to give you the vote as you requested them. Well, from us as the team at Baringo News, we thank you for taking your time to watch this program. It is the first one of Know Your Aspirant. It will be running every day from 8 to 9 p.m. until the 1st of March 2022. This program, immediately it ends, we will go into a mood of debates where we'll start with the debates for the MPs. Some may be asking why are MCAs left out. We have not left you out. We will also be running features of MCAs. So if you're an MCA also and you wish to get to be known through this platform, you can contact us on 0728418165 or 0799030030. Further to that as well, we have a team here, and I wish also to acknowledge the people who are behind the camera, those who are ensuring that you are getting the best of the signal. You realize that at the beginning we had a technical hitch and we had to end the first stream. There's a whole team of about 5 people who are working to ensure that we have the best of the pictures that you're watching on your screen. I wish to acknowledge them and also to thank them for ensuring that you get the best of the signal that you are seeing on your screen. And from us as the Eblin Media, Fraternity, Baringo News, Ravine News, we thank you for your time. I've been your host, Komen SK. Have a good night.
Good night.
There is no UDA in Tiati. There is no wheelbarrow in Tiati. Yeah, we hear about it elsewhere, but it's not. We don't know about it in Tiati.
When it comes to national politics, let me start from Baringo. Let nobody lie to you kwamba Baringo kuna chama ingine. There is no any other party in Baringo. Baringo will be UDA, and all aspirants, all the aspirants for all positions. If you not be from UDA, you'll never see that seat. I can only say that you can exempt Tiati. It's good to be honest. You can exempt Tiati because that's where Kanu has been playing its politics. But
self-reliant. So I have a different approach. I've shared with you the different approach that I have. I want us to deal with issues right from that ground level.
You know, Baringo has made a decision, and I don't think somebody will reverse about the presidency. In fact, when you get these people, they are no longer talking about the president. The real elephant in the house now, not even so much of governorship, but the real elephant is in the MP seats.
Ni wakati wetu wa kupiga siasa kuleta uongozi mzuri Baringo County.